The IPL is becoming a bit like the Premier League. When the league's not on, the talk of transfers is everywhere. The fans are trying to see who's coming, who's going, who do they need to support, who do they need to brand as traitor and say, go away. And lots of that has started to happen around the IPL. So, first, let's talk about the two major trades that took place. The one that I can understand was Kings 11 letting their captain go because clearly there was something not right over there with Ravichandran Ashwin at Kings 11. So Ashwin moves to Delhi Capitals. Why would Delhi Capitals want Ashwin? I think they want a strong character in there. Someone who will bat 7, 8, maybe 6, maybe Ashwin's practicing his big hitting too. But they just wanted a solid, stable character in the middle there. And Ashwin's white ball bowling is a lot better than some people give him credit for. So not surprised at that trade. I think Delhi Capitals, with the fact that they also run Bengaluru FC, have a lot of experience of running teams. So I think that's a good trade. The one that surprised me a little bit was the trade for Rajasthan Royals to Delhi Capitals of Ajinkya Rahane. I can see why Delhi Capitals wanted Ajinkya Rahane. I think there's still a lot of uncertainty about how Prithvi Shaw is going to develop. So much like Ashwin, they wanted a nice, tough, strong team player to be up at the top. So maybe Ajinkya Rahane comes in for that reason. You can see why Rajasthan Royals wanted to let him go because, a former captain in there midway through his release. Now suddenly Steve Smith has been appointed captain. Maybe it's a little bit awkward. Maybe they want to play the whole league differently. Maybe they just want to go in with the big dashers with Steve Smith playing the Rahane kind of role. But there's a lot of thinking to do. Where will Rahane play for Delhi Capitals if Prithvi Shaw is fit? Maybe he'll play 3 Shreyas, 4 Rishabh, 5. But what that does is it gives them a solid core of 5 Indian batsmen and allows them to play with their bowlers. So the two trades, one to me expected, one a little surprising. Mumbai Indians, Yuvraj Singh is retired, of course, so you had to let him go. Adam Mill, Jason Behrendorff is injured. Barinder Sran, Ben Cutting. There's a lot of seam bowling that's gone out there. They've got in Trent Boult, there's Lasith Malinga, there's Jasprit Bumrah, but they've also got Dhaval Kulkarni in. So they've covered that Indian pace segment a little bit, but they really want Hardik Pandya to be fit. I'm a little surprised with Evan Lewis, but I think they've lost patience. The moment Quinton de Kock came in and started to do well, I think they lost patience with Evan Lewis. Don't be surprised if they go in for a big hitting top 4 overseas player as well. I think or an Indian player, there's room there for an overseas player. So MI, again, the core of MI, which is Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Quinton de Kock, Kyron Pollard, the 2 Pandya brothers, Malinga, Bumrah, Rahul Chahar, the core is intact. And what T20 research is telling us is that teams that don't change too much are teams that are more likely to win. Kings 11, Varun Chakravarti, easiest one to let go, 8.4 crores. I mean, he's entitled to a big payday, he's worked very hard, but you get these stories in the IPL. Andrew Tye, fighting injuries, so that's another big purse released for Kings 11. David Miller is the big one. David Miller had been retained in the past auction. You associate David Miller closely with Kings 11, but his fortunes have been on a downswing. He's not a South Africa regular either. So David Miller, I can understand. It's a pragmatic decision. And Sam Curran, they're paying him a lot of money. So they'll try and see if they can get a Sam Curran kind of player, but you can see there'll be a bit of a churn in Kings 11. I'm not surprised they've retained Chris Gayle. Because with someone like Chris Gayle, you say, right, if he's winning me 3 matches on his own, he's still winning matches for his franchise. And there's always a buzz around, isn't there, when Chris Gayle comes in. The Chennai Super Kings. They say about Chennai that the players just grow 1 year older. So who have Chennai released? Sam Billings? Yeah, they were paying for Sam Billings. He wasn't doing much for them. So Sam Billings, David Willey, I think there's a bit of a question mark over David Willey. Then Dhruv Shori, Chaitanya Bishnoi, and Mohit Sharma hasn't played this year. So he's got fitness issues. So that was, I think, just forced on them. But Chennai are going to look very similar to the Chennai of the past and of the past and of the past and of the past. If things don't change, that's Chennai for you. So expect Harbhajan Singh back, Shane Watson back, Faf du Plessis back, MS Dhoni back. And we won't just call them the 35-year-old brigade, we'll call them the 36, 37-year-old brigade. But what we are seeing is experience is a big part of T20 cricket. Completely different from what we thought early on. So don't write off Chennai. Do never ever say that about the Chennai Super Kings. The Sunrisers, they had to release Shakib Al Hasan. I think they were looking for a trade. of Shakib Al Hasan anyway, because they've got so many overseas players, didn't know what to do with Shakib Al Hasan. I thought a trade with Ashwin at Kings 11 would have been just the perfect. Kings 11 would have needed a Shakib kind of player, but all that is now conjecture. Shakib not allowed. Yusuf Pathan, no surprise there. Martin Guptill had come in as a replacement anyway, so no surprise there. Deepak Hooda, I think they finally ran out of patience with Hooda. I think he got a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of potential there with Deepak Hooda, but I just don't think it was translating into performance. So still not a huge change with Sunrisers. They've still got their 3 big blast overseas batsmen. Well, Kane Williamson captain and 2 big blast batsmen. They've still got Nabi, they've still got Rashid, they've still got all the Indian pace bowlers, but they'll still want something more from the Indian pace bowlers, all of whom are on a slight downward curve. So they'll want a little bit more from them. So that's the Sunrisers. Again, a very stable franchise.